Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So the other day I was doing weeds in my front yard and my neighbor pulled in and he's super cool, and I was telling him how I had to remove some bushes. So I'm about to do weeds right now, so this one made me prompt the story. So I was telling him how I had to remove some bushes because they weren't growing, they were kind of dying on me, and even after watering them, they were just dying. And so we went over to the other side of my yard, and I have this tree and it's tiny. It's super tiny, and I'm like, man, it won't grow, like I don't know what to do. And he's like, well, you have to cut these stems, like you have to cut the sides, because when you water the tree, it's going to these sides and it's not getting all the way to the top too, because the top was like, it's like the leaves were kind of dying and stuff, and the bottom was really nourished. And he's like, you have to cut these branches off because the water is going to these branches and it's not going up to the tree. And I was like, okay. So he cut the branches for me and all that, and I was thinking to myself, like, that is a metaphor for life, right? So in life, sometimes we have branches that take too much of us, that take too much of our life force, right? They're draining. They may not even be contributing to your life in a positive way. And mind you, I don't mean monetarily, I mean spiritually. I mean, sometimes they're draining. They're kind of like energy vampires. And I was thinking that life is like a tree, and sometimes you have to cut the branches off in order to make sure that you're fully nourished, because they will suck it dry. And I just been really introspective and thinking about life and friendships and family members and different things. And you guys, I know sometimes it's really hard to cut off people that you've been friends with for so long, or even family members. Like, it's really tough. But I think that going into 2026, I think it's really amazing to take account of who's in your life and the contribution that they're providing. And again, I'm not talking about money wise, I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm talking about energy. Sometimes we have those friendships that are just draining and it's one-sided, and you feel like, damn, you know, every time I talk to this person, I feel down, or they kind of just put their problems on me, and I feel like I just took all their burden, and then they go away happy and feeling good, and I'm over here like stressed out, you know. And sometimes I think that we need to take account of who's in our life, what's going on, because it's really important. Especially, you guys know, I feel like energy is important, and I think everything's spiritual. So I feel like if you have people in your life that's draining your life, that's draining your, you know, you just feel not quite right around them, I think it's really good to take account and kind of remove yourself. You know, we all know what it is. Deep down inside, we know, like, this friend is a friend that always asks for something, but then if I need to chit chat, they don't have time. If I need to vent, they're not there for me. And I think that life is like a tree, and we need to start cutting some branches so the water could flow all the way to the top and nourish us. So not a long video, and but I just wanted to say, you know, this upcoming year, take care of yourself, right? If you don't have your cup full, you can't fill anyone else's cup. You have to do what's best for you and your family, and ultimately, like, make sure you're good, because especially if you are the main person in the household, your energy kind of runs the household, if you know what I'm talking about. So this year, guys, there may be some choices that you have to make sure that you are good, to make sure that you're being nourished, and take account of who's in your life and who needs to be removed from your life. I know it's kind of cutthroat, but hey, well, I don't think it's cutthroat. I think it's actually healing. You know, I was trying to make a joke, but it's not. It's not cutthroat. It's healing. You know, there's a lot of people who take advantage, especially if you're one of those people, you're always there for everyone and, you know, you don't get the same in return. So 2026, take care of yourself, take care of your mind, body, soul. Really take account of your friendships, the family members, everything. It's all about living your best life. And I think that we should make this year the best year. So I hope you guys have a great day. Be brave.